I'm James Ross, and I am the Orchestra Director of the National Youth Orchestra, and this is my 6th year of working together with this group. This morning we're going to be working on the Gershwin Concerto in F, which is a concerto for piano, and it's one of the amazing hybrid concertos which Gershwin wrote somewhere in between the world of Broadway and the world of big band, which was Gershwin's own world, and the world of classical music. He was really making an amazing combination of those two elements into one, fusing them into one new musical form. Any concerto is a conversation between at least two partners. The orchestra is one partner and the soloist is another. Our soloist at the rehearsal this morning is sort of an exceptional case. His name is Joshua Mhoon. He's 14 years old and he's connected with the Merit School in Chicago. And this is the first time that any of our players in either NYO or NYO-2 have been featured as a soloist with either orchestra. He auditioned with this concerto in F, so we know he can play the whole thing. And as we learn the concerto as an orchestra, it's just a huge help to have a 14-year-old experienced soloist helping us out. So our orchestra has been working on this Gershwin concerto for the last 3 or 4 rehearsals, and it's always been without a soloist. And this morning is the first moment where we will actually complete that, complete the circle and involve any soloist in it. And the orchestra will all of a sudden have to feel how they need to respond on a dime to the musical input of the other side of the conversation.
Great. Thanks, Joshua. Joshua. Yeah, wait for the cue, okay? Great, so we got the snare drum and then I give you a big one. Great, so all of these gestures that are rum need to have more energy to the downbeat, guys. They sound a little placid for us today, okay? Violins, also, we lost the direction through that, so think crescendo through the bottom of that at 1. Let's see, Peter. Flute and oboe at number 2 sort of decided you wanted to take a faster tempo than we were in. Still base it on whatever the upbeat is. Yup, up, up, 1 and 2 and jump, ga-ding, ga-dum, ga-dum, ga-dum. Place it right in the tempo. You were faster than the other strings and than I expected, okay? Ba, ba. Can we find a little bit more something cool to do with ya, ba, we, back. We back ba jigga whack it. Invent some scat singing that goes along with that gesture. It is not ba bop ba bop. It's not too proper, okay? Ya ba be ba. Maybe think beyond the accent on the last note. Good. Let's do it one more time. You comfortable with when I go into 4, guys? Simon, you comfortable with when I go into 4? Jigga and then we're back in tempo. Top, please. Energy to the down. I've asked them to set up the piano like this today so that you very clearly can hear what the piano has. There are spots like this one right before number 7 where if you listen to the high notes, you'll think the beat is in one place, but actually you have to believe me. It's so whatever my upbeat is for number 7, with confidence to the downbeat at 7. Don't get pulled onto the wrong part of the beat. Good. Very nice, Joshua. A couple of details. Violas. Yadi after 5. Yada, bati, hada, bati, hada. Do you have a pianissimo or something? The 4th bar after 5, I would love yam, chati, yada. Then we go to the D flat rather than to D, yada. Don't come away too much. Sort of go across it. Give the D flat color, okay? And I won't beat anything between 4 and 5, just the upbeat to 5. So English horn and viola can be ready for that. Just a couple of questions back in the introduction. Do you have swells at 2? Celli and violas, ya-da-dum, chi-da-da, chi-da-dum, chi-da-da, or was that just the bow? No swells, right? Can you actually, don't show the bow, ya-da-dum, cha-da-da, keep it gentle, ya-da-dum, cha-da-da, flute and oboe in a very low register, okay? So, and then we're gonna have to start from less in order for the winds to project. So piano is the dynamic, right? 5 after 2, keep it just a little bit. Poco crescendo, but let it come from these guys first. We got way too loud too soon. Strings, okay? 5 after 2, emphasize the piano, that's great. Bass clarinet, good. The pitch is a little bit on the low side, so the happier you can make the sound, the better off we'll be. Great. Okay, so we're just going to catch those 2 things. We're going to start at 2, and Joshua will listen to the first couple of notes of yours, then we'll jump over to 5, okay? Starting at 2, please. Ears go to flute and oboe. Excellent. You're good. A couple of R's before 4. The crescendo goes up to 3 Fs. Okay, that's our first really orchestral rival. There'll be a couple of these later on, but build to more. I know of what you are capable, and that was not quite it yet. All right? Great. Joshua, would you be so kind as to give us 3 bars before 5? 3 bars before 5? Violas, this is right before you. And English. Whoosh, whoosh. Great. Josh is playing off the part that has his part and the orchestral part too. Stick with your solo part, okay? We got the other stuff. This is a gesture that eventually migrated over to movies, okay? At the Hollywood studio players back at that point just had this amazing sound and swoop and swoosh and vibrato all the time. So please, always with the suggestion, without actually doing it, of it being a glissando. Portamento, real legato. Warmer left hand, okay? Joshua, could we start right there? Violas, thank you for your phrasing. This is the 9th bar after 5. You can do the upbeats if you like. Okay? 9th bar after 5 is 3, and doesn't that sound weird? I think part of it is pitch. Between cello and basses, we have to make sure that pitch doesn't sink in that low register, ya, da, 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 in relation with the uprights. It always sounds like, whoa, like it's too dizzy, this music, okay? Confidence, clarinets, you gotta move on that, after the fermata of 11 with the second violin. So it's 1, dee-da-dum, connect to here, okay? And then I would say cello and basses, keep pitch up as you go down. All right, so one of the basic rhythms of all music is ba, ga da ga, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1, da da ga, ga da ga 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 ga. It is a samba, or it has a bunch of different names, but ya ga da ga ga ja da ba da ga ga ga. 3 beats to that bar. 1 2 3 1. It's just the last one is a little bit shorter than the others. Okay, I want you to enjoy that rhythm a little bit more. Let's start right at 7. Yam cham ka tira da dam cham. More sweep at 8 for violins. You're the melody. Everybody has a diminuendo after 8, right? Coming down. The second time we do that melody, yam cha ya da 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 da. It's a little bit more singy, lyrical. Okay, don't play it 2 ways the same time. Directly 7. Thank you. It's just after you're done. 7. It's mezzo forte, but rhythm. Rhythm is 1 and 2. We usually see an accent. We think we should play it shorter, otherwise it won't be done. I think that these ones, ya, ga da ga, ga da da ga da da da, I think they should be longer accent. Dee da do ba do ba da ba da ba. If I were singing it, I'm definitely going dee ba do ba rather than paki do ba do, be da do ba da da. Put a longer consonant after the end of the accent. Be da do ba da da da. Love it with length. Okay, 7. One more time. Is 1 and 2. Great. Just to clarify one more time, beautiful Joshua, horns. I'll go 1. You come out on the second beat where I'm still moving. Everybody else, there's a fermata with a long diminuendo, but I'll actually show the cutoff clearly, so don't drop out prior to the end of that. Good. Let me see. Violins, I'm loving it that you guys are moving, that there's like a direction, a personal direction, like a sea of moving violins is a great thing for this kind of music. It loosens us up in the right way. Celli, without destabilizing, if you guys can actually be a little bit more in motion as well. Okay. You guys look just a little square, and I know you're not because I know you guys. So, you got a peg in the floor, okay? So you're not going to walk around or anything. But do actually have the sensation that you're making the phrase also with little body circles as well. Very especially in this kind of music, okay? Great. No cello or basses, please. Come in on 2/4/11 on the second beat. It's 1. These guys enter. What a venue, okay? Great. Let's do like the crescendo and accelerando. Number 10. 10. Let's leave a chord that we're proud of on the downbeat of 2/4/11. E flat. Listen for it, okay? Not squeaky. Is 1, 2. Can we just play that downbeat? It sounds a cymbal, don't overload. What's the downbeat of 2/4/11? Just play it short. Is 1 and. We should just all E flat major. Downbeat of 2/4/11 and. There we go. 10, please. 10. Is 1. your favorite old movie is. It's a Wonderful Life, or It's Not a Wonderful Life, whatever. But young Tatiana. If I had to pick one word for this kind of music, it's heartfelt. Okay, totally Tatiana. Maybe it's a little hard on sleeve. Maybe we don't act like that so much, but it's really got to be warm. I got to feel your hearts right there at 20 when you do that. Good. Flute and bassoon, thanks for being on top of the tempo before 20. Our soloist today expanded that out a little bit. So I was trying to slow down the downbeats as soon as I noticed it. So stay in touch for minute adjustments. That's what the world of playing with soloists is like. Nathan, Mr. Nathan Third Horn, 5th bar after 19, very impressive. So this isn't the Alpine Symphony. So you do have young. I would please release on the note and then build that great line after. You don't seem to like the piano part of the forte piano. We can hear you really well, okay? The sound is great, wonderful. Chelly, when you have that spot where you're off a little bit from the boom, 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 you gotta be more definite, okay? It just sort of looks like piano there, but I would play shorter and more definite. Where was that? Yes, it's the 5th bar after 14, okay? So boom, boom. Think short and think little accents, so that the wood block and you are all of one world. Okay, very nice. Let's do that one more time from 14, please. 14. Can you guys listen for 1 sec to Joshua? Joshua, how are you playing the 2nd and 4th bar after 14? So. We'll play something. It'll be like ba bop, ba bop, ba. Okay, so that same thing is what we need. Ba. Maybe the accent is a little surprising. Good. 14, which is Joshua's age. 14. 1 and 2. Boom, boom. Good. So our pianist of the day may or may not take a little time before 17. Joshua, you did want to take a little bit of time there. Right, so we're giving you space for it, okay? Great. Can I ask Chelly, play a little bit longer with a line, the downbeat of 16, please. It was too clipped right away. We got to establish it new. So line over the downbeat of 16, please. Violins, where you have can you play this upper thing as if it was a different voice, okay? So the melody is not like two different people singing in different registers, okay? Good. I like it with that short. Excellent. And just have more fun with the rhythm. There should be a shoeshine joy, okay? 14, please, one more time. Boo, bop, 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 bap. 14. I'm such not a jazzy guy, but I really like this music. 14. 1 and 2. Boom, bop. Grab it. Up 2 before 21 with these accents would be a great thing. Yum, pa, pa, ba, 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 ba. It increases the level of just natural pride in the music. Many of you have a sort of smile on your face, and some of you have real smiles on your face. This is a music that has smiles in it, okay? I mean, there's heartfelt stuff in it, but it's so positive. It's deeply positive. You'll find yourself enjoying your own playing more if you can find something to smile about in your own sound, all right? Great. Let's do this little phrase, violins and English horn, the 9th bar after 20. Let's go, ya-dum. Let's isolate, ba-ra, and then ka-dum, 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 ka-di-da-da-da-dum, ba-ra. Just throw in a little gesture, an octave, it'll be cute. Ba-ra, and then ka-dum, 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 then pick it up again. So it's not all one phrase across. Those little 2 notes is a different color, okay? Great. Basses, make sure that when the melody moves, you don't get caught behind like the 3rd or 4th bar after 20, all right? Let's do 20 one more time because it's good. 20. Here. I'm sure Mr. Michael Dilson Thomas will as well, okay? It's not going to be a boring retardando. It'll be somehow ya, ja, 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 wherever. They'll be a little unexpected where they come in, okay? Rubato, 2 before 22. And even though it can't be quite as cute as it was the first time, let's do the same phrasing. Ya, what am I talking about before 22, 8 bars? Ya-ram, ga-yam, ga-dam, cha-dim, cha-yada-da-da. Isolate, and now you guys get to do that too. Yeah, and it's in fortissimo, but ya-ram, cha-dam, ga-yam, cha-dam, cha-da. And then from the upbeat to the second bar, we kind of move a little bit, all right? Great. If you find yourself wanting to crescendo and having a down bow, save a little bit at the beginning of the down bow in order to be able to keep the phrase spinning. We're going to start at 21. Spinning's a good word. 21. Yes. And okay, good. So what's around you? We've done a good job. So let's just listen to what our accompaniment there is there at 26. Joshua, what are you playing? And you're doing just as rubato as you did the first time. Give us right at 26. We got to listen. This is what he has. So, we got to fit right there in the middle of the bar after his after his little samba thing. Good. Joshua, were we too quick for you in this passage 23 to 5? We were, right? Okay. So if you're a soloist and you start to get that hectic feel, you just sort of, personally put on the brakes and you'll send the message through your sound to the conductor and the orchestra. I'm a little bit overloaded here. Just start placing it like that, and we'll be able to sort of lock in. We don't want you to hurtle off the side of the stage because we're going fast. Okay, great. Let's see if we can get him a little more comfortable with that. Would you mind doing 4 before 22? And I'm going to do a different rubato this time. 2 before 22. I got to loosen you guys up. Okay. 4 before 22. And even just set the tempo. Slapstick, I need you right away in the 3rd bar, okay? Before 22 is 4 bars. And 1 and 2. Yes.
Actually, no, I stopped for no reason. My fault.
But that's good. Always say, I have a question. It's like, even if you don't. That's okay. We believe you.
So that's,
You're doing great.
What that tempo, I
Yeah?
like that tempo more. That's
Okay, good. So every time you have think like more 8 notes, okay? Don't feel like you have to rush along. Good. Our chords, even the I think we decided non-divisi, right? But 23, that needs to be faster broken, not blah, nothing slow about the breaking of that chord at 23. Good. I'm getting real good leadership from first trumpet before 23. Excellent. I would love to hear a little bit more balance, I'm going to say, between all three parts of trumpets and trombones. Okay, so first trumpet, maybe a little bit less, and everybody else. Ba, 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 ga, ga, ga. Should be a real Broadway trio or quartet of balance there before 23. Are you guys clear that before 24 you do have one whole 8th note to do that 7th septuplet? It's 1 and 2 blah, 1 and 2 blah. Come in on the last 8th of the bar and take your time. I see some of you trying to go 1 and 2 blah. Okay, 1 and 2 blah. Take your time to do the upbeat. Winds, could you actually bring out that same upbeat a little bit more before 23, 5 bars, 1 and 2, brah. So maybe accent the first note a little bit more or something so we can hear that you're going to join us there. Great. 4 before 22, one more time, something different on the rubato. 4 before 22. Good job. Thank you. So Simon, I'm definitely not slowing down the tempo right at 28. So la 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 la, bum bum bum. But you could make sure it's locked into the tempo of what we had before, not slower than that. Okay. Great. So what we discovered this time is that we can make space, violas and cello, between ya, barking, da da, gotta, because in that space he'll fill in yada, gotta. The space actually helps us a little bit. So we eventually got to it. Good. Yum, bam, gidum. I'm going to want to make sure the rhythm is yum, gidum, gotta, gidum. I made a nudge in for, we'll see what Mr. Michael Tilson Thomas does. Good. Wins. Ba, 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 ba. Can you treat your entrance back before 26 that the last note of the bar is kind of upbeaty? Ya, ba, ga, 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 ga. So the last minute goes direction of the next one, okay? It's not connected with the ones before. Great. Could you give us now 2 before 26, Mr. Joshua? Thank you. Sorry, let's see if we can do it again. We'll get it. Good. Good. Joshua, those are G naturals on 31 instead of G flat. Okay, good. But, you know, the bluer the note, the better, maybe. Good. The violas, can one before 31, can I get a real nice fat C flat from you guys? That note, the lower viola especially, can be warm. All right, sounds like something. Let's see. Can we make sure we keep respecting the rhythm? Ka ya ta da da ba, and then ya ta ta yam. Gachi ka da ra ka ta. 16th note yam. Gati ka da. Should not be yam pa di da da da. Don't bleed it over into a triplet. The 4th bar after 30 or the 2nd bar after 30. Okay. Great. Burnished sound from celli after 30. I think we can start. So the ritardando, can I connect especially with double basses? Before 30, 29. At some point it'll get so slow I'll join back in, all right? Let's do right there, please. This is before 30, 29. 4 bars. Oh, no, I think we need 28 again. That didn't sound so good. 28. So Simon, maybe more than at the beginning. Simon, can you actually, I know there's 5 million Simons in the orchestra, it's not your fault. Yum, bum, bum, bum. Let's play this one with more direction rather than yum, bum, 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 but yum, bum, gong, gong, because this is a sort of building crescendo, okay? 28, please. Is starting mezzo forte, 1 and 2. Yum. just a little darker in the color. Third bar of 29. That's the first thing I'm going to ask. Just follow the harmony. Not every chord is the same. And horns. If you can hear the horns. Which is the same thing the violas did back at the beginning of the piece, but it's bigger this time. 29, right on it. Thank you for following on the ritardando. 29. Yes, do, Good. You're leaving us in the dust, man. You're leaving us in the dust. Good. So, the brass, be ready for the sforzandos. They come very quickly after the animato. Go. We got to front load that note. Go. Get the air through the horn so the sforzando can come out right on time. Okay. Then slow diminuendo after that. All right. So we could do it that much meno mosso. There's two versions. There's 32. He writes meno mosso, and that's what we did this time. And it felt a little pokey. So I'm going to ask you to put that meno mosso in 32 in parentheses, and we'll just have to figure out whether it's done or not. I want you to do a version now that is not meno mosso with that spot, where we basically keep the same tempo, okay? That'll be a little bit rougher for you, just the brass, your dynamic at 31 is supposed to be pianissimo with all the mutes, right? So you're the softest ones. Then oboes and clarinets and bassoons come in. You're not supposed to be softer than those guys. Do you have mutes or no? Yeah, okay. Maybe I just heard it once with mutes. Okay, do it like you did, but even softer if possible, all right? Bum, ba, bum, bum, like cat's paws. Yum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba. Woodwinds, when you enter, don't play less than those guys, okay? Jump, you're the next step. And finally strings will start it. So let's see if we can get that gradual crescendo of orchestration across, starting in 31. Thanks for the C flat. Makes my life good. 31. Okay? 31. It's your famous G natural. 1. So I was going to try non-meno mosso here, okay? Just because I have gotten word that it may well go quick. So let's start right on 32 without, let's do 4 before 32. And this time we don't change the tempo at 32, okay? Yum, cha da cha, cha da 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 da. 4 bars before 32, you start on B flat. Yum, got it, got it. Got that? 4 before 32 is string entrance. 1 and 2. Good, Joshua. Okay, let's just say this. 8 before the end. Pianissimo, everybody. Then a crescendo starts.